I've really changed my thoughts on procrastination lately and really reframed them, so I'm going to share my perspective. One thing I constantly ask myself, especially when it comes to procrastination and things we put up for years. I mean, for example, I painted my house and I moved into my house like a couple years ago. It would have been 4 years as of April of last month. And I barely have just finished some painting projects that I started 2 years ago. I just put them off. And mainly because there was no dopamine rush behind it. Thank you, ADHD. But I reframed how I saw like projects that were unfinished in January, and I said I'm going to make it my hyperfixation to finish unfinished projects. And if anybody should take that advice, like make that your next hyperfixation, completing projects that are unfinished, because it does wonders. But one thing and one reframe that I've used and shifted within my own identity, mentality, and how I see a lot of things is, what identity am I refusing to step into by procrastinating? And yes, is that easier said than done? 100%. Especially if you suffer with neurodivergence, because like I said, we need that dopamine rush in order to really give us that edge in getting something done or some sort of deadline. Give yourself a deadline. Do whatever you have to do, but ask yourself, what version of myself am I not ready to step into that's going to be on the other side of me completing this task, this project, so on and so forth, because that is a step in your evolution and a step in the identity that you're growing into. Now, one can say, well, not all of us are on an identity journey. Of course not. But as you evolve and grow as a person, you change, your desires change, your likes, all sorts of stuff. And as you complete things and as you stop procrastinating and as you start to truly put yourself first, you realize that there is a part of you that you've been avoiding and wanting to step into. And that could just be taking on more responsibility, being more bold, being the person who makes all the decisions in your life, because we definitely see a bunch of that. I want someone to think for me. I definitely don't. And not in 2026. I definitely don't want someone to have autonomy over me. But so many people are willing to give up their autonomy. And that also falls into procrastination. What version of yourself are you not ready to step into that wants you to be the leader of your life? These are all great things to think about, all wonderful things to ponder on. But if you want an upgrade in your identity or just a shift in your frequency, you can click the link in my bio and get started on my 60-day frequency shift program. It helps you just jump into the frequency that you need to be in so you can finish all the projects and anything that you've been procrastinating for years. So literally go shift your frequency today.